What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my review for episode 37, I think, of the podcast. If you're on the YouTube channel, I keep them numbered on the podcast, so you can go to the podcast page and you can see the numbered episodes. This is number 37, I believe, and this is my review of WWE Smackdown Live from last night. This show was an overall pretty good show. It went by very, very fast. Because at the end of the show, I looked at my clock. It was like, oh, it's 9:59. Oh, I didn't see that coming. I didn't know it went by so. It was a very fast show with a lot went down. Some good, some okay. Nothing terrible. So it was better than all in a little bit. It was Raw and SmackDown both kind of fell flat from the hype from Clash of Champions. Even though Raw had a good ending, the show as a whole was not the best, but the ending was great for Raw, like I said in my review. SmackDown, while SmackDown, it has good and it's bad, like every other show does, but it was enjoyable. I enjoyed a lot of it for the most part. Out of 5 stars, I would give it 3.5. But anyway, the show review starts off with the New Day versus FTRKO, which is the Revival and Randy Orton. This match is a very good match, actually, and New Day won convincingly, which I liked. It's a good match, very good match. After the match, Brock Lesnar came out, made his long-awaited return to the Blue Brand, and Paul Heyman challenged Kofi for his title on the first Friday, the debut episode of SmackDown, August 2nd, I think's the date, which is like in 2 weeks. So Kofi made the New Day leave the ring, and he's like, I accept. He didn't back out from Brock. That was good. Everybody's saying rest in peace, Kofi, and all that. Kofi's been built up as a credible champion. So he's a fight to the nail with this title. It's gonna be a good match. I'm confident. I like how Kofi's not backing down from anybody, including the Beast. So props to Kofi for this. He's selling me as a valiant champion that will fight for his title. The next segment was a backstage interview with Sasha Banks and Bayley, talking about how they're not going to be taken lightly, basically, by Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. After this, we had a Eric Rowan interview. Michael Cole basically makes his return to SmackDown here. Michael Cole did the interview. He looked like he didn't back down from Rowan anyway. He would ask him a tough question. Rowan would kind of get in his face. Michael Cole seemed like he's like, I don't care what you think, Rowan. This is what I want to know. Basically trying to do tough journalism, basically. And Rowan did a good promo on how he's the leader, not the follower. So it was a good promo nonetheless. The next match was Ali versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a very, very, very quick match. They got double team Ali. So it's going to be Ali versus Shinsuke either at the debut Fox episode or the pay-per-view. On the show, I couldn't tell were they building up for the pay-per-view or the Fox debut, because the Fox debut is before the pay-per-view, so they're probably going to build up for that, a lot of it, and then probably announce matches that night for the pay-per-view. I don't know what they're going to do, but these two are going to fight for the IC title in the future. Next segment was a very segmented episode, which I didn't mind because they got to set up something somehow. It was something I hoped they would do, and they did it after last week. Shane attacked Kevin Owens in his ref uniform. Kevin came out in jeans and a t-shirt through the crowd. Shane got served, and he went to the ring, and Shane didn't realize what he did. I guess it's Tim got the best on type of thing. And Kevin Owens is like, you hit me and this and the other. And Kevin's case would have been legitimate legally, because Shane fined him like $100,000 for doing the same thing he did. But Kevin Owens fined him $25 million. and KO is gonna fight Kevin Owens at Hell in a Cell. I'm assuming that's what that is. And it's a funny botch. Kevin couldn't say the word universe. He kept saying universe. One time he said universe. It's a good statement overall, but I do hate these fines still. I don't think this being served realistically. I don't think the fine being realistic. This whole storyline's been botched, in my opinion, and it's made Kevin Owens not look good, and it made Shane look like a complete idiot. It's just made the whole segment fall flat. I'm just like, I'm done with this. I don't believe in fines and all that crap. So this whole Shane Kevin feud has been botched from the beginning. It seemed when Kevin was the heel and Shane was the face, it was booked perfectly almost. It was very good. But now the roles are reversed. WWE doesn't know how to book Kevin Owens. They're trying to book him as a family man and all that stuff, but it's not believable. We know he's a family. We know he works for money. We know that fines aren't happening. We're not stupid fans, WWE. But as far as this particular segment goes, if we have to deal with it, then this one was pretty good. Kevin turned the table on Shane and got his match. And basically, it's the same premise. If Shane loses this match, Shane's done, basically. And I'm assuming Kevin, if he loses, he's done again. So I'm not too fond of the whole storyline, but this segment was pretty good. It was good to see Kevin turn the tables on Shane for a change. Next up was the same AOP hype from last night, and speaking Somalian, I think is what it's called, Somalian. How basically all the other teams are garbage, which is true. Hopefully this is a good sign for AOP that they're gonna come back and be dominant. They need this. Them versus the Viking Raiders would be great. Next up, they made fun of me in the Xbox Live point for this, but they had Offset in a pink robe. I had no clue who he was. I still really don't. On but he came out and introduced Charlotte Flair since they were in Atlanta. Flair versus Charlotte was a typical match between the two. It's a very good match. These two have always had good matches. The ending came when I think Bayley attacked Charlotte. I don't remember if Becky was there or not. I think she was. I can't remember if she was or not. Carmella came out and super kicked Bayley. I think she did. It's Bayley. Because Bayley was asked on Twitter earlier where the legitimate threats were. And out came Carmella. So this is cool. Carmella starts getting to the picture. Something different besides Bayley and Charlotte. This will be a cultural threat match to see go down on the debut episode of Fox. Basically, I think for the debut episode of Fox, all the titles is going to change hands. Just to give SmackDown a fresh start. And then the draft would come and someone said the draft was too predictable because they said those who are on the shows now will be the one that gets drafted. I don't think that's the case. Those who are on SmackDown and Raw now are the ones who are on the show now. Like Sami Zayn on SmackDown permanently with Shinsuke. He could get drafted back to Raw. Anything's possible. I'm very excited for the draft coming up on October 11th and 14th. In the previous video, I said that 4 days apart. I was right, but I was thinking that it was Tuesday. I was thinking it was longer because I was thinking about Tuesday still being SmackDown and all that. But SmackDown's will be on Friday, not Tuesday, so it's only going to be 3 days away between each other. So I'm excited to draft though a lot. The next match segment, like I said, segment heavy was King Corbin's coronation. They had Corbin come out, get his robe and stuff on, and about how whether he is and all that stuff, basically. And Chad Gable came out. And Corbin was making short jokes and all that. And Gable snapped and pushed and basically tackled him into his throne and broke everything. The crown, the scepter, ripped the cape up, everything. So rest in peace, Baron Corbin. And this is what the King of the Ring tournament meant to everybody, basically. No one cared about it, sadly, and they just destroyed all the tournament. What Corbin fought for in one segment. So these two can keep fighting on SmackDown. So I'm assuming Corbin's going to SmackDown going forward, unless a draft some somewhere else. Next up, we had a little squash match of Heavy Machinery versus the B Team. It was a okay match, nothing special. So that was the main event match, though. Think about it. Unless I missed something, the main event match was Heavy Machinery versus the B Team. Holy cow. Okay. The main event segment was Daniel Bryan came in the ring talking about how Rowan was his friend and all that stuff, and how people didn't believe him and all that, but he said he wasn't involved. And this made Eric Rowan come out, and the Corporal came out afterwards and attacked Daniel Bryan. And then Roman came and saved Daniel Bryan, and they ended up putting, I think, Daniel Bryan through a table again. Yeah, he did. They did. So this is basically setting up Brian Reigns versus Harper and Luke Harper and Eric Rowan at the Hell in a Cell or at the Fox debut. So this show overall was okay. I've seen better in my opinion. I've seen better SmackDown, but this is like your transition show. I understand that. So yeah, SmackDown gets a 3.5 out of 5 for me. It was pretty good. Maybe 3 out of 5. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna give it more than SmackDown Raw, because Raw had a better ending. This ending was very good though, so I'm gonna keep it at 3 out of 5. So let me know in the comments below what you think about the show. Did you like it? Did you not? Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on the podcast or listen to whatever podcast or streamed. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a great day.